Okay, today we're going to do a little bit of volume with cylinders and cones. You will need your notes, calculator, a pencil, and a highlighter. We're going to start here with volume of cylinders at the top. You have your formula right here if you want to go ahead and highlight that. And this says that volume is equal to, big B is the area of the base times the height of the figure. That's what the formula means. If you will go to the bottom of your paper, we're going to look at those pictures there. And I want you to go ahead and take your highlighter on both of the cylinders and shade in the bases. If you don't have a highlighter, just use a pencil. We always shade our bases in when we're doing these problems. The bases are shaped like circles. So we want to label a few things here. This is your height. Okay, from base to base. Now it might also be a point here with a line. That could also be your height. Now if the cylinder is turned sideways, this went from base to base. If it bugs you, you can go this way. But our height is going to be this part right here, or that dotted line there, depending on how it's drawn. It is from base to base. So make yourself a note on the side. H is from base to base. Okay, now let's go talk about cones. If you will highlight that formula. Formula is very similar. It's got a 1/3 in it this time. So it means volume is equal to 1/3 of the area of the base times the height of the figure. Again, go down to your pictures, color in your base. A cone has one base. Go ahead and do it on both pictures, and they are also shaped like circles. On a cone, the height is from the point straight down to your base. That is your H. Okay, same thing. This cone happens to be laying on its side, and if you want, you can always turn your paper. The height is from here to here. So no matter which way it's laying, it's still from the point to the base. So let's make a note here. H is from point to base. Go ahead and go to the inside. We're not going to complete all of the notes. You're going to complete some in class tomorrow. We're going to work on the first example inside. First thing we're going to do is we're going to highlight our bases. So here and here. Okay, and let's label the things that we have. This 8 is going all the way across my circle, so that's our diameter. And the 15 is going from base to base, so that is my height. So in order to do this, I need to find the volume by knowing the right formula. So it's V equals big BH. I don't know what big B is, so I have to figure that out. So on the side, big B equals, well, big B is shaped like a circle. The base is a circle. So the formula, and it's on your reference chart, is pi r squared. So I substitute in, on my diameter is 8, so my radius is 4, so it's 4 squared. Now in my calculator, I can do pi times 4 squared. If you don't have a graphing calculator, use 3.14 for pi. We're going to round to the hundredths, so that 6 is my hundredths. The 5 tells the 6 to go up. So big B is about 50.27. So I'm going to put that in my blank, and it's meters squared. We're talking about area. Now that I have big B, I can find volume, so I'm going to write my formula. You need to write your formula every single time. And you're going to fill in what you know. You know big B is 50.27. You know your height of your figure from base to base is 15. So in my calculator, I do 50.27 times 15, and I get 754.05. So my volume, 754.05 meters cubed. You need to make sure you put your units, because I might think you're talking about zebras. This is not zebras, it's meters cubed. Now we're going to go to cones. We're actually going to work the problem on the bottom. If you'll go ahead and highlight your base. This one is turned on its side. And let's label what we know. This 3.5 is going halfway across the circle, so that's my radius. The 9 is going from the point to the base, so that's my height. First thing I need to do is write my formula, 1/3 big BH. Again, I do not know. They did not give me the area of the base, so I have to calculate it. Big B is a circle. Circle formula is pi r squared. So it's pi times my radius is 3.5 squared. So in my calculator, I do pi times 3.5 squared. And again, I round to the hundredths. The 8 is in the hundredths. The force tells it to stay put. So big B is approximately 38.48. So I fill in 38.48 inches squared. Now if I want to find volume, I rewrite my formula every time. 1/3 times my big B is 38.48, and my height from point to base is 9. And I can put that whole thing in my calculator. So I'm going to put in 1/3 times 38.48 times 9. And I get volume is 115.44. And again, we need units, 115.44 inches cubed. Okay, that is the end. You are going to complete this in class tomorrow.